Salt Lake City. What a scene this is. A veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Utah Utes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Utes head coach before the game. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Iamaleava from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Parker. Snags it, and there's running room. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Run inside. It's Owens. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. Losing early in the year can be detrimental, also can be galvanizing. You realize not much margin for error, and they suddenly have put it together and won their last 2.
The dips in the season early really served as motivation for them, and they were able to turn the page. They were able to be resilient. 18 to 22-year-olds in college football, David, it's easier said than done, but this team really is about that.
Yeah, and they're starting to get it together, and you can see it. Like, I think early in the season, too, Jesse, you're figuring out who you are as a team. I think they kind of got that figured out, and I look for this team to win today and climb up into those rankings.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Wiggins. Here comes the heat. Working the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Rush is on. Gets rid of it. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Ooh, that boy's got you holding your breath every time he runs the football. So elusive, so fast. He scrambles around, buys time, and throws an incompletion. But every incompletion even looks good because he's so exciting to watch.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Now Iamaleava. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Utes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Quick give. It's Brady. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Wiggins. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going for it all. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. All the way. Touchdown, Utah.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Iamaleava. Left side is Parker. Turning it on. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Moves the pocket. It's Iamaleava. Rush right in his face. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw one first. The quick out. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Hits inside. It's Brigg. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Wiggins. Turns it upfield. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Making the adjustment. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Utes are marching down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Firing for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Driven back.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Throwing, Imaliava. Look out. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. He wants to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So just a lack of discipline, and on fourth down, too, just hands this offense a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Wiggins. Going for it all in one play. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion. But if I'm this quarterback, I'm still...
Snags it, and he's open. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back's got it on the screen. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bruins. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes with the return. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to pass, it's Wiggins. Oh, pressure's coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Running inside, it's Bray. Across the 25, he's got room. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. And the RPO got it. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sets his feet. It's Wiggins. Out wide left, it's Andrews. Makes the grab in their space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Bray. Brings into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From the gun, it's Owens. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. On play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. And it's Pitt engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Dropping back, it's Wiggins. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They put the brakes on him.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Picked off. Got some room to run. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. He's got the first down. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And the Bruins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Touchdown, UCLA! That one will give them the lead. Third touchdown of the game, a third of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Back to throw, it's Wiggins. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Plows through the defense. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, 1st down.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. Here's Parker. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or
2. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Wiggins. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the right. Pulls it in on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Fresh set of downs going up top. just barely got rid of it.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Spits it out to the back. Left side is Owens. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Utes in the hurry-up.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Quick completion to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
To the air, it's Wiggins. Looking to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They want to throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Utes! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to pass. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run for it, it's Parker. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Iamaleava turns it upfield. Still running at the 40. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Throwing, Imaliava. Lets it go for the end zone. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Taking it the other way. Past the 50. 30. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Utah!
Well, this has been a defensive war. You're just wondering which side could hang on long enough. But how about the defense coming away with a big pick-6 late to take the lead? You got to step up in big moments. You saw the ball thrown, you pluck it out of the air, you find your convoy, and you're off to the races. That is an outstanding game-changing play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Imaliava to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. You can't give up a sack there.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Imaliava. Buying time to his right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right side, it's Parker on the stop.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Here's Imaliava. Under pressure. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. It's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard. And
he lets one fly deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last
play. Iamaleava. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He's taking the deep shot. Got it down the field. Touchdown, Bruins. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the 1st down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Drops back on 1st down. They're working that left side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts and saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Quick completion on the out. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some bounce, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Second and 10. He'll throw again. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Caught. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Timeout on the field, only 2 seconds left as they choose to stop the clock. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throwing, Imaliava. He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Imaliava. If he runs this back, this game's over. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw it with a little bit more room to work with.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Third and goal, and any kind of score wins it, so ball security is paramount. Pulled to the ground.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive leads.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good! A walk-off field goal, and he gets it done in OT.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.